Scientists are developing a more sustainable variety of rice by combining the characteristics of an annual Asian species with those of a perennial African species. This innovative hybrid has demonstrated the ability to produce grain repeatedly over several years without requiring replanting after each harvest. As travel and outdoor recreation become increasingly popular, people are more likely to encounter hazardous environments and unexpected dangers. Although the human body can adapt to certain physical challenges, it has limited ability to withstand poisonous substances or prolonged exposure to extreme conditions. Artistic expression has served as a powerful means of communication across cultures and throughout history. From the Romantic era to contemporary art, creators have used painting, music, literature, and performance to express emotions and share meaningful ideas. Cultural identity develops through shared traditions, beliefs, values, and social expectations that influence how people live and interact within their communities. Following these cultural norms helps preserve social unity and a sense of belonging. However, Excessive conformity may restrict personal freedom, creativity, and individual expression. In multi-generational households, family members from different age groups often influence one another's cultural interests and traditions. Grandparents may pass on traditional customs, stories, and celebrations, while younger generations introduce modern forms of art, music, and entertainment. Positive parenting plays an important role in supporting children's academic success, emotional well-being, and social development. It involves setting clear expectations, providing consistent guidance, and encouraging open and respectful communication within the family. Public art can revitalize communities by creating attractive spaces that encourage cultural engagement and economic activity. Murals, sculptures, and creative installations often attract tourists, residents, and visitors, contributing to a lively and welcoming environment. Preserving historic buildings and landmarks plays an essential role in protecting a community's cultural heritage while supporting local economic growth. Well-maintained heritage sites attract tourists who appreciate the history, architecture, and unique character of a destination. A comprehensive disaster preparedness program has been introduced to strengthen community resilience and improve emergency response. The initiative focuses on educating residents about potential hazards, developing effective evacuation plans, and enhancing communication systems for timely warnings during emergencies. The government has introduced a new initiative to improve air quality in urban areas by tackling the major sources of pollution. The program aims to reduce harmful emissions, protect public health, and create cleaner environments for city residents. Achieving these goals will require close cooperation between government authorities, businesses, environmental organizations, and local communities. Gross domestic product alone does not provide a complete picture of a country's economic prosperity. Larger nations often record higher GDP because they have bigger populations and more workers producing goods and services. For a fair comparison between countries, economists use GDP per capita, which measures economic output relative to the population size. The Federal Reserve operates independently and does not receive direct funding from the United States Congress. Its income is generated primarily through interest earned on government securities and fees collected for financial services provided to banking institutions, including payment processing and fund transfers. The distance covered by walking 10,000 steps each day depends on factors such as height, stride length, fitness level, and the type of terrain. Although the actual distance varies from person to person, this step target is widely used as a practical benchmark for daily physical activity. Shortages of everyday products can cause inconvenience, but essential items such as infant formula have far more serious consequences. The shortage of baby formula highlighted the importance of reliable supply chains for protecting vulnerable groups, including infants and individuals with specific medical needs. Brown is the most common eye color worldwide, with the majority of people having eyes that range from light brown to very dark brown. Scientists believe that early human populations were most likely to have had brown eyes, with other eye colors appearing later through genetic variation over thousands of years. Medicare was introduced in 1965 to provide health insurance for older adults in the United States. People aged 65 and above are generally eligible for coverage regardless of their previous medical conditions. Human hearing is extremely sensitive to loud sounds, and even brief exposure to intense noise can cause permanent damage. Sounds exceeding approximately 132 decibels, such as gunshots or fireworks, may harm the delicate structures of the inner ear within seconds. Member countries of the United Nations are expected to report unusual disease outbreaks that could develop into international public health emergencies. In 2022, several nations across Europe, the Americas, and other regions identified cases of monkeypox despite having no previous history of local transmission. Mosquitoes play a crucial role in the spread of many infectious diseases because they can transmit viruses and other harmful pathogens between humans and animals. An initial public offering, or IPO, allows a private company to sell its shares to the public for the first time. Early investors have an opportunity to earn returns if the company's market value increases after listing on the stock exchange. Vehicle exhaust may produce white smoke during cold weather or immediately after the engine starts because water vapor condenses within the exhaust system. In contrast, blue smoke can indicate a mechanical problem, such as engine oil entering the combustion chamber. The distinctive scent of a newborn may play an important biological role in strengthening the connection between a mother and her baby. Research suggests that many mothers can recognize their infants through smell alone, while newborns are also able to identify their mothers using their sense of smell soon after birth. The history of sushi began in ancient China, where fermenting fish with rice was used as a method of preservation. After fermentation, the rice was usually discarded, and only the preserved fish was eaten. This preservation technique later spread to Japan during the 8th century through Buddhist monks. The earliest form of the English language was known as Old English, which emerged after the Romans withdrew from Britain around 16 centuries ago. During this period, various Germanic tribes settled across the region and gradually shaped the language through their influence. As political and cultural changes continued over time, Old English developed into later forms of English. The likelihood of a vehicle colliding with a deer depends on several factors, including the time of day, season, traffic conditions, and animal behavior. Such accidents are more common when roads are busy, visibility is poor, and drivers are less attentive. At the age of 18, many legal responsibilities and rights become available, including marriage without parental permission and eligibility for jury service in some countries. However, renting a car may still be restricted because many rental companies require drivers to be at least 21 years old. White exhaust smoke is often caused by water vapor produced during engine operation, particularly in cold weather, and is usually harmless. However, persistent white smoke may indicate a mechanical fault, such as a coolant leak, a damaged head gasket, or a cracked cylinder head. Vehicle registration plates were originally designed to remain with a vehicle throughout its lifetime, but this system changed during the 1920s when regular registration renewal became common. As the process evolved, different states introduced new license plate designs and identification methods. Registration documents typically display the vehicle number prominently, while additional details such as the state abbreviation and year of validity appeared separately. Many people consider owning a comfortable home a major achievement, yet the world's wealthiest individuals often possess enormous luxury residences covering vast areas. These exceptional properties range from modern architectural masterpieces to historic estates with remarkable cultural significance. Across the world, many city residents are creating gardens on balconies, rooftops, and other small urban spaces. Research published in 2023 found that these green areas provide benefits beyond growing fresh food. Urban gardens support insects and wildlife, improve biodiversity, and create healthier environments for local communities.